Hello everyone and welcome to Pazzo Gaming. Today we're going to go through a part of our part 2, we'll say, to Steve carts. In our last episode we built a cart right here that basically just built tunnels, laid track, and put torches along the wall. So we since then used this same a cart that we made to make a bunch of different tunnels going off in various directions kind of around our base. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to build kind of a new cart with it, with that same setup. That's going to be farming, seed planting. We're going to get some potatoes going in our case, but you could use it for carrots, you could use it for seeds, or potatoes. So we're going to use potatoes in ours. So what we did is we kind of built this little greenhouse area up here as part of our starting base in this area. And we just laid out a track going kind of zigzagging back on this dirt area. You notice at kind of any given time, we are no more than kind of 2 blocks away from the track, because that's basically the distance that the cart or the farming tool will go to plant and hoe and till the land, along with the hydrator and everything else. So what we're going to do now that we've done that, so we laid this track out, and then we went to our cargo manager, and our cargo manager is kind of an add-on to our basic track system that will just send it around, but it allows certain things to happen at different points, specifically on these detector rails, which in this case we have 3. So we're going to be using a solar engine, so we won't have a need for coal. However, if you did have a coal engine in yours and you wanted to have this system automatically take coal, let's say from this chest, feed it through the pipe and into the cart automatically, this is how you would kind of do that. So we have that set up so it automatically takes the coal if we put any in here, and it would take it out and it would put it in the top here into the yellow side. And so what we did is we have it inserting in the top. We have an item filter and we simply put a piece of coal in the top, so it's only going to put coal in the yellow side. And what we said is we said in the yellow side, or the orange side, sorry, we want to put it in the top left going to the cart within our cargo manager, which is this bottom one. So that means it's going to put the coal all the way in this top area over here. When we put it into a chest, it's going to be pulled all the way through. We can modify the direction of what's going on, so to or from the cart. We want the coal to be to the cart. In the case that we want to take everything else out of the cart, we want to do things like take out, if you made wheat, for instance, out of seeds, we'd want to take the wheat out but put the seeds back in. This is transferring from the cart, from the storage area. And then we want to put seeds into the cart, into that same storage area. So we're going to put seeds into the cart. And so we've set up the 3 sides basically of this to put in those 3 items. So very simply, it's going to put coal in here. It's going to take whatever's in the storage area out, and it's going to put seeds potentially back in if it did take them out, but it will put them back into the cart and then it can continue on its track. So that's what's happening with this area right here. And on this side, we're going to do just one thing. We're just going to put in the water side, which we utilize the blue side. So it's the only one on this one that has a detector rail. And we are simply taking what's in the blue side, goes into the top right, and goes to the cart. So very simply, that goes up here into this one. In this setup too, we have all the tanks in this joined up so they'll all hold water. So we're just going to turn the water on, so it's going to be extracting. And we'll notice that this will start filling up all the tanks within our liquid manager. So very simply, it's just going to keep flowing all the way through until it fills it all up. And what this will do is when our cart goes on it, it will then fill up with water and keep going. So now we have our basic system and basic layout that will allow items to go in and out of our system along with our liquids, and we're pretty much ready to place our carts. So for this setup, we have we built 2 of these same cart, very simple. Both of them are the Galdarian hull, just so they just don't degrade. We have a solar engine. We have the Galdarian farmer as well, like I said, which will till the land and place the seeds along with pick them up. We have the hydrator, which will help speed up growth. We have the internal storage, which is going to be used primarily for our seeds, and our side tanks, which is for holding water. So we built 2 of the exact same things, just with the side tanks and the internal in different slots, but they both look and do the exact same thing. So very first thing we're going to do is we're actually just going to go place both of these just around here. So we're going to place one right here, and I'll place the other one kind of behind it a little bit over here. And I'm going to separate them out just so that, go the other way, so that we'll see that it'll come by both these points. This one will come around over here and it will pick up water. This one's going to come over here and it will pick up the potatoes, which are going to be in the system when we put them in. So we're going to put potatoes, into our chest. and we'll see them in here. We can now see them going into this area, and these two share the same side, just for the colors that we picked on this one. So they're both blue, so thus it can go on either side, either here or over there. Both are the same. We don't need to be putting any coal in because we don't have any coal ones. We have solar engines in our case, so they just keep running. As long as the sun is up, they will keep moving around. But right now the tanks are empty. So we'll notice when it comes around and it finally makes it over to the blue side here, it is going to actually fill up and it's going to grab the seeds, which in this case is the potato. So if I click on our cart, we'll see it here in a sec, it'll pick up the potato. There we go. So it picked up the potato. And what it's going to actually do is it's going to keep going around, and now it's going to start planting. Now that it has seeds, it can actually plant the potatoes as well. So I'm just going to kind of boost this, and we're going to grab a few extra potatoes just to kick this off. And I'm going to throw them just in the system here. And so we can notice right away these are starting to be planted. Our potatoes that we just put in went into the system. Now we'll see them in here. And this guy over here, how's he doing? It's coming along. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually do a little bit of a time lapse. We're just going to let this guy go. We're going to let them both just kind of sit here, and we'll be back here in a sec once they've kind of done their things for a little bit. Perfect. So as you can see, this one's been plugging along. This one isn't really doing too much right now, honestly, because it doesn't have any potatoes. So it's just really, it's tilling the land, making sure it's good to go, and then it's moving forward. This guy has placed, I'm assuming, pretty close to all the potatoes, that it had currently. And now these potatoes here are ready to start growing. So what will happen over the next, let's say if you let this run probably for 20, 30 minutes, you'll see them continue to grow. You'll see them speed up by placing some water, and so this one is actually going the wrong way. But if we get him to go the other way, he'll pick up the water and go the other direction. Other than that, you could set it up to use a fertilizer as well. So there's a fertilizer one where you can have it use bone meal, which will greatly help increase it. However, it's a little harder to get the bone meal consistently in there. So I prefer using the water, and the water you can set up to have a fresh little pump or something like that, feed right in. And that will keep everything going. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our little tutorial really quick on how to use a farmer and set up a little bit of a seed or plant garden. If you have any questions, let us know, and don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you soon. Thanks.